Here's everything I have going out on Monday. I have 12 orders to pack up and ship out today, so quite a lot for me. I think the most I've ever shipped out in one day was 13, so this is pretty close to that. So really good day here. Before I get started though, I'd like to mention that all my listings on eBay I have free shipping on. However, I want to say at least 90%, maybe more of the items that I sell are light items that ship either first class or medium mail, so shipping costs usually aren't that big a deal with this kind of stuff. I do ship some heavier items, and I usually mention that it's going priority when that comes about. But for example, today, all 12 of these items, none of them are going priority. Also, I'd like to mention that if I don't say how much I paid for something, it was probably because it was in like a bulk deal, bulk buy type thing where I just got a bunch of stuff for a flat price, and I just didn't calculate what I paid for each individual item because there may have been different kind of items in there. But if I can remember, I will mention how much I paid for an item and where I got it from. But yeah, let's get started. First up, sold this Hot Wheels Diora. Paid $2.50 for this. Ended up selling for $12.74, and I might have more of those available to list. Next up, sold a DVD. This is pre-owned. I'm not even going to try to pronounce this one, but I got this for 17 cents. Ended up selling for $23.99. So get the dustpan, please. This is a nice little sale here, especially for a pre-owned DVD. Next up, sold this Awake, the Best of Live CD. This is sealed. This was part of the $300 haul I just did last week. This sold for $12.99, and I do have 4 more of these available too, so I'm glad to see one of these sell right away. Next up, another DVD, Eat With Me. This is brand new sealed. This was also part of the $300 haul. This sold for $19.99. Those DVDs I got in that haul, guys, were good ones. Those were definitely not, $10 DVDs. Like this one sold for 20 bucks pretty quick, so I should do really well on that haul. I'm glad to see a couple items from that already sell. I don't even have all of them listed yet, not even close. Next up, another DVD going out, this Beavis and Butthead one. This is sealed. I believe this was part of the $50 CD haul that had some DVDs in it. This sold for $11.99. Another DVD going out, Henry and June. This is also sealed. This one ended up selling for $12.99. This was from a recent haul. I just don't remember which one, but I'm glad to see that sell right away. Next up, got this little vintage He-Man figure. This guy ended up selling for $13.49, so not too bad. Another DVD going out, Mr. Jones. This is brand new sealed. This ended up selling for $9.99. I paid $1 for that one. Next up, got this masked little pamphlet poster thing. This ended up selling for $9.99. I think I have more of these available as well. Another DVD going out, Summer and Smoke. This is sealed. This was part of one of the recent hauls too. I just don't remember which one. This sold for $16.99, so not too bad. Got this cup going out. This thing I picked up for 50 cents at a yard sale. Sold for $11.99. And then last up for the day, got this Farscape DVD. This is pre-owned. Paid 48 cents for that one. Ended up selling for $14.99. Here's all 12 orders packed up, ready to go out. This stuff is easy to list. It's easy to ship. It doesn't take that much space to store. So that's why I kind of deal with this kind of stuff. I'm limited on space and time, so this stuff is perfect for me. 12 items all packed up. This will fit in a small shopping bag. This is everything I have going out on Tuesday. I only have 2 orders to pack up and ship out today. Yesterday I had 12 things going out. Today only 2. That's just the way eBay works though sometimes. But I'm still happy to get a couple sales here. First up, got this NES and Super Nintendo poster and manual lot. These were just kind of leftover things from the big NES collection I bought a while back. But this lot still sold for $21.24, which is all profit at this point. So happy with that. And then next up, sold this DVD. This is pre-owned, 12th night, ended up selling for $12.99. So I have these like box DVD mailers that fit a DVD perfectly, and I use them for more expensive DVDs and video games and stuff like that. And that's what I bought them for. But since having them, they actually have come in handy for other things as well. Anything like this, like these manuals, game manuals, instruction manuals, any kind of small like paper item you don't want to get bent. I guess you could take 2 pieces of cardboard and like tape them, cut them out, tape them together, put it in a poly mailer. That would work too. But this is just a lot faster, a lot easier, and plus I already have these. So yeah, these are coming in handy. So yeah, this just folds up. I'll probably put a little bubble wrap or something in there so they won't move around. It'll be good to go. This is everything I have going out on Wednesday. I have 6 items to pack up and ship out today. First up, sold this Sony Lithium ion battery. This is brand new sealed in the package. This ended up selling for $29.99. So it was weird timing with this thing. This item sold, and then like 30 seconds later, I got a message from someone asking if I would take $20 for it. And I thought it was the same person that just bought the item. So I replied saying I wasn't taking offers, and also you already bought the item. Obviously I said it nicely, but that's basically what I said. And then I just didn't hear anything back for like hours. And later on in the day, I looked into it more and realized that the person that bought this and the person that messaged me were actually different people. I just assumed it was the same person trying to like pressure me into giving them a discount since he already bought it and stuff. But yeah, it was different people. And then so I messaged the person again who sent me the message apologizing because I told them that they bought an item that they didn't, and they were probably very confused. Either way, I thought this transaction was going to go sour, but it's all good now. Sold for $29.99. Also, this is a lithium ion battery, and if these things are already in like an electronic unit that it goes to, you can ship it air, like via first class or priority. But if it's by itself like this, you have to ship it ground. So this is going to ship parcel select ground, which is not a big deal, but it's just something to keep in mind because I don't think a lot of people know that. Either way, solid sale here. Next up, sold this Micro Machines playset. This ended up selling for $23.74. This will ship priority, but it'll be a light priority. This is not that heavy, but once it's all packed up, it'll weigh more than a pound. But either way, I'm super in the profit for these action figures, so not a big deal. Anything left over will be profit for me. Next up, sold a DVD, Though None Go With Me. This is pre-owned, paid $1 for it, sold for $9.99. Sold a CD, Roger Klein and the Peacemakers, Honky Tonk Union. This is brand new sealed, sold for $19.99. I think I have like 10 copies of this thing sealed, so pretty happy to see one of these sell right away, especially for 20 bucks, so not too bad. There's a lot more where that came from. Next up, sold another DVD, Shakespeare Retold. This is pre-owned, sold for $12.99. I also have a sealed copy of this available in my store at the moment. And then last up for the day, sold this DVD, Room 6. This is brand new sealed, paid $1 for it, sold for $9.99. So I have 173 items eligible to send offers to watchers to. I used to send offers to watchers pretty much every day, little 5% discounts. And sometimes it resulted in sales, but I don't think the discount was big enough for it to really matter. Yeah, I kind of just stopped doing it. It was annoying, but now I have a bunch that have built up. My store is approaching 1,000 listings here. I have 997. So as I'm listing stuff, I noticed that I don't have like an easy spot for things anymore. Like I definitely have room to store it, but it's not easy room. It's not just like put it on the shelf somewhere. There's a spot right there. I kind of have to move stuff around and all that. So I want to see if I can clear up some space, get rid of some stuff. I'm going to be sending 10% offers to every single one of these. I don't care if the item's been up in my store for 2 years or 2 days. If I have a watcher on it and it's eligible for this, I'm going to send 10% offers out and see if it generates some sales. So we'll see tomorrow how many things I have to pack up and ship out. And also offers are available or eligible for 48 hours. So, you know, no one might even accept any of these offers. I might not sell anything doing this, but if I do, people do have 2 days to accept the offer, so that's something to keep in mind too. So hopefully I'll have a decent amount of things going out in the next 2 days. Also, I don't like to sell first class items or media mail items for like less than 10 bucks, so this will you know, bump it down to 9 bucks. But there's still room, there's still meat on the bone to make some profit there, especially items that have been sitting for a while, and also with priority items too. And I'll have to take a little bit less than I'd like to, but just to make some money and get the stuff moving will be worth it for me. So I'm gonna do this little experiment here and see how this goes. Okay, so that definitely worked. I have 11 things to ship out today, 8 items which are part of the 10% offers that I just sent out. So if I hadn't sent those offers out, I might only be shipping 3 things out today, but instead I got 11 going out. So that's working out pretty good so far. The offers are still available for another 24 hours or so. So hopefully some more people take up the offer. However, I think people, for the most part, if they're interested, they'll take it up right away. So I think this will be most of it, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, so let's go through all this stuff. First up, sold one of these Hot Wheels vintage collection. This car sold for $10.57. These Hot Wheels guys I picked up, I'm in the profit for these at this point, so anything I sell is going to be all profit. And I have a ton of these things left. As you can see today, I got 3 going out, but I have like a whole box and a whole nother bag still full of these things. I mean, these cars typically sell between 10 and 20 bucks, so it's little small chunks of profit here and there, but once you add it all up, it comes out to a lot. So I'm happy with that pickup and happy with the sale. Next up, sold this, what is this thing? Little GoBots part for like a GoBots playset. This ended up selling for $12.82, so solid sale there. Next up, I sold this lot of 100 DVDs. These are scratched, untested, disc-only DVDs. These were just DVDs from the 1,000 DVD buy that just weren't worth selling individually, and then they also were just like kind of scratched up and stuff. So I just put them in a giant lot. This lot ended up selling for $26.99. It'll ship media mail, so nice little extra profit there on that sale. These little disc, like white disc cases, I have thousands of these because back in the day I used to play in bands, and I would buy these by the thousands for like demo discs and stuff to pass out. and I still have tons of these things left. So I figured I'd put them all in a little case because I have tons of these just to make it more presentable. But you probably don't have to do that for like a disc only thing, but I don't know. I decided to because I don't really have much use for those otherwise, and they're kind of taking up space. And I just, like I said, I have a ton of them. Next up, sold a CD. This is sealed, sold for $8.99. I paid 80 cents for this one. Next up, got another Hot Wheels vintage collection going out. This is a red Mustang, sold for $16.19, so not too bad, all profit. Next up, I sold this Mask Boulder Hill playset part, this little lever thing. This sold for $21.37. Someone get the dustpan, please, this little part right here. So solid sale there. Those playset parts are just, like, they're actually selling quicker than I thought they would. And they're selling for decent money, some of them. I'm like really happy I decided to part those play sets out. Makes me look at that kind of stuff differently when I'm out at garage sales and stuff, especially these vintage toys and stuff like that. Normally I would just see a bucket of stuff like that and just walk right by it. But now that I've got some experience parting this stuff out and know that it works, I'll definitely be looking out for stuff like that. Obviously for like vintage toys mainly. I don't think newer toys are going to have as much value because these parts can be hard to find, you know, like after like 30 years, 40 years and stuff like that. But yeah, solid sale there. Next up, I actually got a viewer sale, the Warriors DVD. This is sealed, sold for $8.99. This is going out to my friend Nick. I know he's watched my videos before. I don't know if he consistently watches them or watches all of them. But Nick, if you happen to see this, I appreciate the business and I appreciate the sale. And I hope you like your movie. Normally, I would ship this in a bubble mailer and ship it media mail. But for you, I'm putting this in a DVD box and shipping it first class for you. So you should be getting it quicker and it'll be safer. So once again, thank you for the sale, or thank you for the order, my man. Next up, I got this complete first season of Dallas. This is new sealed. This ended up selling for $10.99. I paid $1 for that one. Got another DVD going out, The Family That Prays. This is sealed as well. Paid $1 for this one, sold for $9.99. Got another Hot Wheels car going out, vintage collection. This one sold for $14.99. All profit at this point, not too bad. And then last up for the day, the best sale of the day, got this Wii U game, Rabbids Land. This is new sealed, paid $4 for this at an estate sale. Ended up selling for $44.99, so nice profit there. It is early Thursday morning. I only have 2 things to ship out today. I had another item sell, but the buyer hasn't paid yet, so I got to wait on that. That's the one thing I don't like about offers is the person can accept the offer and then they can wait to pay. They're supposed to have 48 hours to pay before you open up a case, but when that happens, it's pretty annoying. That's kind of why I prefer just buy it now, where the person, if they're going to buy it, they have to pay right away. But hopefully that gets paid for soon enough. But until then, I'm not going to show that item because it officially hasn't sold yet. First up, sold this Silver Surfer trading card. This sold for $1.99. The eBay standard envelope is officially live right now. You're able to ship trading cards for super cheap with tracking. I have a whole separate video I made going in great detail about how this works and all that. That'll be out later this week. I'm not going to go into that right now, but know that that is an option that's available, and I'm going to be talking about that pretty soon. And then next up, sold this Wii Sports Resort bundle pack with the Wii Motion Plus. This is new sealed. Paid $4 for this at an estate sale. Ended up selling for $71.99, so solid sale here. It's early Saturday morning, and I have 2 things to ship out today. First up is the item I was talking about yesterday that the buyer didn't pay for right away, but they did end up paying for it, so that's a good thing. This is a vintage Mask vehicle. Also had the figure that goes with it and the helmet. The car was actually incomplete though, still ended up selling for $40.49, so nice sale there. And then next up, got this History Channel DVD, The Greek Gods. This is pre-owned, paid 17 cents for this one, sold for $9.99. And the numbers for the week, this week I sold 35 items for a total gross sales of $624.39. So not a bad week at all, can't complain at all. I actually did a decent amount of listing this week too, so that probably helped a little bit. So I'm glad I could get some stuff up in my store because I have a lot of stuff to work on still. I'm going to have a couple more videos coming out in the next few days. A couple days from now, I'm going to have like a haul video, but it's kind of not a haul video. Also, a couple days after that, I'm going to have my video going in detail talking about the eBay standard envelope. So if you want to learn about that, stay tuned for that. Link to my eBay store is in the video description. Until next time.
I'm sweeping and packing. These dividends I keep stacking to the roof. I'm out of room. I'm gonna have to get a bigger broom.